Hello, good morning my dear students of class 6 and nice to meet you once again. I am Mohammad Mamunur Rahman and I will be available with you till the end of this class. Okay, in this class I am very much hopeful that we are going to learn a very special topics about classification of pronoun. So let's start our today's discussion. My dear students, as I have already mentioned that our today's topic is about classification of pronoun and for the students of class 6. Well, in my previous class while I was discussing about parts of speech, and in that class I have discussed about pronouns. So I think you have some knowledge about pronoun as I have already discussed it in one of my previous classes. So in today's class we are going to learn about the classification of pronoun. Actually, a pronoun is a word or one kind of parts of speech which is used instead of a noun, Now come to our main topic. So pronoun, there are 8 types of pronoun in English grammar. They are personal pronoun, distributive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, indefinite pronoun, and the last one is reciprocal pronoun. And you can find them in your grammar book, which was prescribed by our institutions. Well, now I am going to the first one, that is personal pronoun. My dear students, please look at the board. Personal pronoun. Well, personal pronoun is such type of a pronoun which indicates a particular person, such as I, we, me, us, our, you, they, she, he, etc. And this type of pronoun can be used in different persons and different cases. My dear learners, I have mentioned 2 words here, persons and cases. So you must have some knowledge about person. So please look at the board. I am showing you something on the board. So person and case. A case may be in subject, object, or possessive. Subject, object, and possessive. And person, we know there are 3 types of person: first person, second person, and third person. First person and the second person, and again third person. So first person is like I, which is I related, I or we, and they are in subjective form. And the objective form of I is me, and possessive form is my, mine. And again, we is a subject, us, our, ours, adjective, possessive. Okay, now what is second person? Second person is so easy. Second person actually you related, and object is also you. Those 2 forms are very much similar. And your is possessive, and yours may be adjective, possessive. And third person actually are a lot of in numbers. Those things we have in the world, except this first and second person, is called third person. And the most popular third person are like he, and the objective form of this is him and his, she, her, and it may be hers. And again they, them, their, theirs. My dear students, I have mentioned here some persons, and they used in different cases, and all the persons mentioned here are called personal pronoun. Okay, I think you can understand the matter. Now I am going to our next item, that is distributive pronoun. Well, distributive pronoun distributive means to distribute some things. Here the numbers, it shows the numbers or members of a group. It shows the members or the numbers of member of a group separately rather than collectively. Separately rather than collectively. Members of a groups can be used here separately rather than collectively or whole. For example, such type of words, actually each, either, neither, and such type of words can be called as a distributive pronoun, and I am going to show you how they may be used in a sentence. Please look at the board. And this distributive pronoun is always in singular form. That's why it followed by a singular verb. That's why it will follow a singular verb. For example, each of the boys was present here. Actually, each of the boys was present there yesterday. And again, another example may be, neither of the girls is or was late. So my dear students, I think there is a possibility to make a mistake here. If you think that these boys or girls are in plural in number and we have to use the plural form of the verb, it will be a wrong conception. Because I have mentioned here, if you find any one of this pronoun in a sentence, you can think that this sentence is considered as singular one, and that's why the later verb of this will be also in singular form. And for this reason, I have here used was instead of were. Okay, I think you can understand the matter. Now I am going to our next items or next types of pronouns, that is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun. My dear students, demonstrative pronoun actually a definite pronoun which is very much particular, specific or certain. This type of pronoun is very much specific, certain or definite. For example, this and again this, that, those. I have marked a divide here because these two words is expressed nearest thing, and these words expressed farthest thing or indicates farthest things, and this is a singular, that means nearest singular, and this is plural, nearest plural. And again, that is always indicates as farthest singular, and those is for farthest plural. So let's know how we can use them in a sentence. Okay, this is my pen. This is my pen. These are his pens. My dear students, please look at the board. This is singular, and we know that if the subject is singular, the verb will also be in singular. That's why we can use is. And again, this is plural, and verb it becomes also plural. So I think you can understand. Now I am going to show some example about these two things or two pronouns. Okay, please look at the board. The climate of Tangail is better than that of Dhaka. Well, and another example, the roads of Dhaka is busier than those of Tangail. My dear students, please look at the board. I have shown here two examples. The first one is the climate. The subject is climate. The climate of Tangail. The climate actually is an uncountable noun, and all uncountable noun can be considered as a singular. That's why here we used a verb singular. And again, the roads here plural in number, and for this reason we cannot use is in this sentence. We have to use are or were. If the sentence is in present, then we use were. If the past, then we use are. Okay, I think you can understand the matter. Now I am going to discuss our next pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun is such kind of a pronoun by which we ask a question. By which we can ask a question. And we know you can ask a question by two ways, by using auxiliary or helping verbs and by using WH questions. Here interrogative pronoun refers to those WH questions. WH questions, we have 9 WH questions, and I actually discussed in one of my previous classes. That is who, which, what, when, whom, whose, which, where, how, etc. So if you find a WH questions, and the placement of these WH questions is very much crucial in this fact. The fact is, you have to place the WH questions at the very starting point of the sentence. At the starting point of the sentence. I repeat for your clear understanding, you have to put this, or you have to take place these WH questions at the starting point of the sentence. I am showing you an example. Interrogative pronoun, like what do you want? And again you have to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. The sentence will start with a WH question and ends with a sentence is called interrogative sentence. Another example, why are you following me? Why are you following me? Here WH questions and ends with a question mark or note of interrogation, and for this reason it is called interrogative pronoun. And another form which is very much similar in one sense, that is relative pronoun. I am going to discuss about it. Relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. Relative pronoun is also very much similar with interrogative pronoun, because we have also used, or we can use those WH questions like who, which, what, when, whose, etc. in relative pronoun too. But what the difference? And the difference is in the placement. Those WH questions or this relative pronoun can be used in the middle of the sentence. Middle of two sentences actually. In the middle of two sentences. And what's the purpose of using them in the middle of a sentence or in the middle of two sentences? And the purpose is they shows the relations of that two sentences. It can shows the relations of that two sentences. I am going to show you some example. She know the boy who came here yesterday. And again, I think here who is a relative pronoun, and we can use and we must use a full stop mark at the end of a sentence instead of a question mark. Another example is, this is the pen which I bought yesterday. Again, we must use full stop because it's not an interrogative sentence. It's not an interrogative sentence. We are using or we are working with relative pronoun, and we have to use those relative pronoun in the middle of two sentences and to show the relation of these two sentences. I think you can understand. Now I am going to discuss our next item or next types of pronoun, that is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is such type of a pronoun which works at a time as a subject and an object, which can works as a subject and an object. And for example, such type of pronoun are myself, yourself, herself, themselves, etc. Okay, I am going to show you some examples. And another name of this sentence is called emphatic. Emphatic means to put emphasis or makes the meaning more powerful. Like this: I myself do the work. I myself do the work. Here myself is a reflexive pronoun. And again, clean the room yourself. Clean the room yourself. Here yourself is also a reflexive pronoun, and if the you can also if a subject is plural, you can also like them themselves. Them, selves, themselves, to show plural noun. Okay, I think you can understand. Now come to the point of indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun is quite opposite to demonstrative pronoun, because in demonstrative pronoun we have learned that it shows a particular or a specific thing or person, but in this indefinite means not particular, uncertain or unspecific. For example, anyone can do the work. One should do one's duty. Here anyone, everyone, someone, few, little, much, etc. are called indefinite pronoun. Here anyone is used as indefinite pronoun because we don't have any idea about the exact person who can do the work. It can do the work. The work can be done anyone. It's not a definite thing, or it's not very much particular or specific. And again, one should do one's duty. But again in this sentence, we don't find out any particular or specific person there. That's why it's called indefinite pronoun. I'm going to discuss about our last item, that is reciprocal pronoun. Reciprocal pronoun, here two or more persons adds together, or it expresses or it refers to or more person like each other, one another, etc. For example, they like one another, or we can write down like this: they hate each other, and each other and one another. This type of pronoun is called reciprocal pronoun. So I think that's all for today, and this is how I am going to finish this class. I hope your better future, and we will meet again tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Till then, goodbye.